Hey there, buddy. You know what? Forget everything you've heard about women being complicated. That's right, I said it. After a decade in the dating game, I can tell you that women aren't nearly as mysterious as pop culture would have you believe. The real problem? Most guys are terrible at reading the signals. Now, before you roll your eyes and reach for another Bud Light, hear me out. Understanding what she's really trying to tell you isn't rocket science. It's more like learning to read between the lines of a classic American novel. So, let's break down those mixed signals and figure out what she's actually saying. When she says, "Sorry, I'm really busy this week," what you hear, "I'm not interested, but I'm too polite to say it." What she might actually mean, "I'm genuinely swamped, but I'm hoping you'll ask again." Look, we're living in a fast-paced world where everyone's trying to climb the corporate ladder faster than you can say American dream. Sometimes, when a woman says she's busy, she's not giving you the runaround, she's literally drowning in deadlines and responsibilities. Pro tip, instead of throwing in the towel, try saying something like, "No worries, I know how crazy things can get. How about we pencil in something for next week?" This shows you're understanding and persistent without being pushy. It's like calling an audible in football, you're adapting to the situation. When she does, likes your Instagram posts but doesn't respond to your messages, what you think, she's playing hard to get. What it could mean, "I'm interested, but not ready for direct communication yet." In the age of Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, social media has become our modern-day town square. A like on your latest post about crushing it at the gym or that epic tailgate party isn't just a courtesy, it's a subtle nod of approval. Think of it as the digital equivalent of catching her eye across a crowded bar. She's noticed you, but she's not ready to walk over and strike up a conversation just yet. Give it time, keep posting content that showcases your personality, and don't push for direct messages too soon. When she does, acts super interested one day, then distant the next, what you assume, she's playing games with me. What it might be, I'm dealing with my own insecurities and past experiences. Alright, let's get real for a second. We've all got baggage, whether it's from past relationships, work stress, or that time your high school crush turned you down at prom. Women are no different. This hot and cold behavior often stems from a battle between attraction and fear. She likes you, but she's scared of getting hurt. It's like watching your favorite NFL team. One week they're Super Bowl contenders, the next they're fumbling basic plays. The key here is patience and consistency. Show her that you're a steady presence, like that reliable pickup truck that never lets you down. Be understanding of her need for space, but also make it clear that you're interested and not going anywhere. When she says, "I think we're better off as friends," what you hear, "Game over, man. It's all over." What she might mean, "I'm not sure about romantic potential, but I value your presence in my life." Now, I know this one stings worse than a weekend without football, but hear me out. In American culture, we often view the friend zone as a dead end. But let me tell you, some of the strongest relationships I've seen started off as friendships. Being friend-zoned doesn't always mean strike out. Sometimes, it's more like being sent to the minors. You've got potential, but she needs to see more of you in action before calling you up to the big leagues. My advice? If you genuinely enjoy her company, accept the friendship. Use this time to show her your best qualities without the pressure of romance. You might just change her mind, and if not, hey, you've gained a good friend. Win-win. When she does, touches your arm when laughing, finds excuses to be near you, what you might think, she's just being friendly. What it often means, "I'm attracted to you and hoping you'll make a move." Alright, buddy, this is where a lot of guys fumble the ball on the 1-yard line. In our culture of heightened awareness about consent and respect, which is great, by the way, many men have become overly cautious about misreading signals. But let me tell you, When a woman consistently finds reasons to initiate physical contact or be in your personal space, it's rarely by accident. It's like when your dog sits by the door, he's not admiring the woodwork, he wants to go out. These subtle hints are her way of giving you the green light. The ball is in your court. You don't need to go for a Hail Mary pass right away, but maybe suggest grabbing coffee or drink sometime. Test the waters and see how she responds. When she does, takes hours to respond to texts, gives short replies. What you assume, she's not interested and too polite to say it. What it could mean, I have a life outside of my phone, or I'm trying not to seem too eager. In our hyper-connected world, we often expect instant responses. But here's the thing, not everyone is glued to their phone 24/7. And thank God for that, right? There's more to life than waiting for that notification ding. Moreover, in the early stages of dating, some women deliberately take their time responding to avoid coming across as too eager. It's like playing poker, she's not showing all her cards at once. My advice? Match her communication style. Don't bombard her with messages if she's not a frequent texter. Quality over quantity, my friend. When you do text, make it count. Share something interesting about your day or ask a thoughtful question. Be the guy who adds value to her day, not another notification to swipe away. Alright, champ, let's bring it home. Decoding mixed signals isn't about having a secret formula or being a mind reader. It's about paying attention, being patient, and understanding that actions often speak louder than words. Remember, every woman is different, just like every play in football is unique. What works with one might not work with another. The key is to stay observant, be genuine, and don't be afraid to communicate openly. In the grand game of dating, think of yourself as the quarterback. You need to read the field, anticipate movements, and sometimes, take a risk on a bold play. But most importantly, remember that you and your potential partner are on the same team. You're not trying to outsmart each other, you're working together towards a common goal. So the next time you're scratching your head over mixed signals, take a deep breath. Look at the bigger picture. Consider her actions alongside her words. And when in doubt, be straightforward and ask. In my experience, honesty and clear communication are always the MVPs in the dating world. Now go out there and show them what you've got, Tiger. You've got this.